Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's Hannah here. So without further ado, let's get started on this video. So we are doing a Family Dollar full face of makeup. So I have all this makeup and I'm really excited to get started. So without further ado, let's start. So first I'm going to say one thing. I could not find a primer at the store, so I'm going to use this e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I've actually never used this before. This is actually for a future video, but we're just going to use it. Oh, and also, I already have my hair up out of the way because I don't want to get any makeup on it. So, let's try this, shall we? Okay. Just going to rub my finger on it. Whoa. It's a really weird consistency. And it kind of comes off like this on your finger. If this would focus, would be great. Okay. There we go. So I'm just going to rub two fingers. I'm just going to get some, whoa, it's a lot of primer. Okay, so it does come off pretty fast. So I'm going to get some of this primer on my hands. And I've never used this one before, so we'll see how this goes also. Okay, I'm just gonna rub it all over the face. I always get my eyebrows too, just because I think it really helps when you're doing eyebrow pencil like I do, or, you know, gel or whatever you do, pomade, whatever. Okay, now we got, and make sure you work down into your neck and a little bit on your ears since you're gonna be putting some foundation on there anyways. So let's put this away. I'm gonna say it does smell really good though. Like, it kind of has that sunscreen smell, but I love the smell of sunscreen, so we got that. And e.l.f. kind of looks to me like a kind of like a, it's more of a drugstore NARS in a way, so I really like it because it's good for sensitive skin. So we are now gonna take the concealer and this beauty blender that I got, and we are just gonna put it on some of the problem areas that I have. I know with this light, it doesn't look like I have problem areas. Promise you I do, guys. Okay, so you just, oh, it has like a little brush on it. So you just squeeze and there some of the product comes out. Okay, I'm just gonna put it on some of my problem areas. Basically where I have acne, because, you know, acne is a thing, guys. Everyone has it. Or I'm gonna put it on some of these red spots on my forehead. I'm gonna put it right there. Just because I want those gone. Okay, and then I'm also gonna put it right down here. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I accidentally, knocked into something last night when I was sleeping and it left this little bit of a cut. So I'm gonna put it right there just to cover that up. Okay. Now we're just gonna, whoa. I just wet this beauty blender and it's really hard. So it's not like, you know, Real Techniques beauty blender, but we'll get there. It's just, it's working. It's working the product in. It's just kind of feels like I'm smashing a solid brick against my face. Okay. We're just gonna work this in and, you know, go in motions that are like, you know, don't like go boom, boom, boom and hit your face, but, you know, go in like, I kind of go in like these kind of circular motions just to get all the product in. Okay. Not loving this beauty blender, if I'm going to be honest, just because it's kind of hurting my face, but we're going to work with it. There we go. We got our concealer on, and I will do more concealer after my foundation, but that's enough for now. We're now going to grab the foundation, and we are going to use the Maybelline Fit Me foundation. Oh, and I just used the LA Colors Conceal It concealer in the shade Fair, and now I'm using this in the shade Natural Ivory. So let's see what this looks like. It has, oh, it does not have a squirter. It just comes, I guess, straight out of the bottle. Okay, so I'm just gonna pour a little bit of this on my hand, and I'm gonna work it into my face with the beauty blender. Okay, here we go. Ooh, it's actually, it's a pretty close match to my skin color, so I'm really happy about that. Okay, just working this into the right side of my face and then going over to the left side and doing the same exact thing. One thing I do like about kind of like dollar store makeup is that it has makeup for everyone. So if like you don't have a lot of money to spend, like, you know, when you're in high school and you don't have a job, or like, you know, if you want to try out makeup in middle school, it kind of has like everything for you. So like, you know, you can do everything with, like, you can do dollar store makeup, and it's not a bad like thing to do dollar store makeup also. Like, if you also just want to try out a product, like let's say you've never done your brows before and you want to try something, you can grab something from the dollar store, try them out, and if you like it, you like it. And if you don't, well, you didn't spend that much money on it. Okay, and now the foundation is worked in. I dragged it down into my neck and a little bit, I'm gonna grab a little bit more, over this cut that I got on my neck. Don't know if you guys can really see it anymore, which is a good thing. Okay, so I did that. Now I'm just going to grab the concealer again, and I'm just going to go put it right under my eyes so I can get rid of some of those dark circles. It looks funny right now. It looks like I have whiskers going down in my eyes. Okay, I'm going to grab the Beauty Blender, and I'm just going to blend that out. I will say this concealer comes off a lot more sheen than I would like. I like a heavy concealer like Shape Tape or NARS concealer. Those come off a little bit heavier and cover a little bit better. So if you're looking for something with coverage, I would not recommend this concealer. But I would definitely recommend this foundation. It worked out really well. It's definitely drying matte, which it says on the bottle, so I should have guessed that. And it's definitely covering up my like more greasy skin that I have, so I'm really happy about it. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my blush and I'm going to use that. Now, I only got 2 brushes at the store because that's the only ones I could find. So I got these Modessa brushes, which are for eyeshadow, but they're really cute. They're like pink and they have a little bit of purple up top, but I could not find any powder brushes, so I'm just going to use my own brush for that. Unless, whoa, oh, it has a little brush in it, but I'm still going to use my own powder brush for that. So okay, just gonna take my brush, I'm gonna swirl around in the blush, see what it looks like. Ooh, it's very heavy on the brush, like it's very pink, so I'm just gonna tap that off and let's work the, whoa, okay, I don't know if you can see, let me turn down my light a little bit, there we go. I don't know if you can see it, but that blush definitely came off pretty strong, so I'm just gonna tap, 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 do the other side, and then I'm going to take a different brush, and I'm just going to kind of blend that outward so it doesn't look so bright. And you see how I'm doing these circular motions? It just works with a big brush to blend this out, especially blush, and there we go. There we go. We got a nice natural glow going, so I'm really happy about that. Next thing we are going to do is we are going to do some highlight. Now, I'm really excited about this highlighter palette because not only is it Wet n Wild, but it comes in 4 different colors. So you got this gold, this pink, this white, and then you got this like darker gold, which I'm really excited about. I'm definitely going to use the white just because I have pale skin and highlighter, you know, it comes great and all that, but pale skin and gold highlighter just doesn't mix very well for me. So I'm not saying it mixes well, like it can mix well for other people. And then to do this, I'm actually going to take, if I can get this open, am I opening it on the right side? Hold on. I'm not very smart when it comes to opening stuff, apparently. Ah, there we go. I'm going to take my highlighting brush, which is the Morphe M554, and this is my old one. I now use the Jeffree Star Morphe brush, but I'm going to take this white right here, tap it off, and I'm just going to highlight. Ooh, there we go. We got some sparkle. Do you see that sparkle going? And there we go. The pink is mixing with it a little bit, so that's okay, but luckily, you know. Ooh, do you see all the sparkles coming off around you guys because I tapped it? That's so cool. Okay, I'm liking this highlighter. It's nice and natural. Now I'm just going to put a little bit on the tip of my nose and a little bit, make a little line going up my nose. It makes my nose look a little bit thinner and, you know, a little more sparkly. And then right above on the Cupid's bow, just so your lips look a little bit more prominent like mine do. Not. So, okay. The next step I would normally do is eyeshadow. So I got this LA Colors eyeshadow. LA Colors is very prominent, I've noticed, at dollar stores and stores like Five Below. So I'm guessing they're a good brand. I'm just checking the ingredients really fast. For those of you who don't know, I am allergic to a lot of stuff, so the products I really have to be careful putting on my skin. Like, if there's a product that I use today that has chemicals, I'll probably just go wash it off really quick. But this is the LA Colors palette, and it is really cool. It's just 12 colors. It is the Glamorous palette, and we are just going to open the palette first. We're going to take out this little thing they gave us, just because I don't really use these. They don't work very well, and they just don't work with the product. So I'm going to take this flat brush, and I'm going to go in with this. The top palette's pretty tiny. I'm going to go in with this nude color right here. And I'm just going to put it all over my eyes. It is not coming off on the brush. There we go. Now it's coming off. Okay, I'm just going to go put it all over my eyes as an eyeshadow base. Now this is a little bit darker than one of my normal bases, so I would definitely, next time I will try to look for a lighter base palette. This one I just saw and I thought it looked cool. It had blue in it, so we're just going to go with this. Okay, just putting it all over my eyelid here. And I'm actually not going to work it up like I normally would. I'm just going to put it on the eyelid just because then I'll blend it with my fingers upward just because it is very dark. Okay, there we go. Now, I'm trying to consider which color I want to do. Do I want to do more nude or more bold? So I think I'm going to go with the blue just because it's really speaking to me. So I'm just going to take this blue, put it on my brush, tap, 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 and I'm going to apply it all over the base of my eye. Doesn't have to be perfect, guys. I usually do my makeup pretty messy. I'm just doing a light shade of this blue because it's not coming off very strong. You know, it's not that Jeffree Star blue, right? Okay, so I'm just going to put it all over my eyelid, and then I'm going to do the same to this one really quick. All over the eyelid. I always find that the second eye is always faster, but okay. Now I'm going to do all over the eyelid, and now I'm going to take this other brush, which is more like a, you know, I'm going to use one of my brushes. I'm going to use, this actually is a paintbrush, but it just works, and I'm just going to blend the top of this blue out a little bit. Just so I can get it so it looks just like on the eyelid and it has a smokier top. Okay, just going to blend that. I'm just doing back and forth motions and blending, and there we go. The blue is on my eyelids. Now I'm just going to tap the brush a little bit, and I'm going to take this shiny purple and work it on the outer of my eye because I want it to be a little bit smoky. Okay. Ooh, perfect. It almost looks like it's mixing to be like a kind of brownish one, so I'm just going to take it, and I am going to work it in. Sometimes I only like the sparkle to be on the outer skirts of the eyes because it kind of like pulls your eye upward. So if you're ever looking to like, you know, make your eye, like, do you see how this one's kind of flat looking, but this one, it pulls it upward? It kind of helps also if you don't want mascara because it kind of looks like you have a little bit more depth on this side. Oop, just wipe that off. Didn't mean to put that all the way over there. And I'm just doing pulling down motions to do this, guys. So just a little bit, and then there we go. Next, I'm going to take this pinky sparkly nude, and I'm just going to put it on the inner part of my eye. Normally I would use like my Evian water to spray the brush first, but these are pretty creamy, so I don't think I need to do that. Just putting it on the inner part of my eye, going back and forth, and just doing one layer. I just want one little tiny layer. So to get both sides of the brushes, and then I'm just going to take this layer and I'm just going to go that way. And I'm going to go back this way. And there we go. We got this nice kind of pinky, blue, purpley look. It matches really well. I'm going to get some of the excess off the under of my eye. And then I'm just going to go back using the blending brush I used before. Take that nude color and go up top and kind of blend it upward so that it goes a little bit into my brow, just so it has that nice look. And there we go. We got that nice definition going. I'm going to take this tiny brush now, and I'm going to go in with this black, it's just a plain black, and I'm just going to go and buff it under my eye, like right under the waterline, because I want a little bit more of a dynamic under eye. Like, you see how this looks a lot more dynamic than this one? You're going to buff it under, right under your waterline. You don't want to do it on your waterline because I'm going to use eyeliner, and unless you're not doing eyeliner, then you can put it a little bit on your waterline, but I like to do eyeliner, so I'm just going to buff it. There we go. Right there into there, and I'm just going to do the other side really quick. So you're just like taking it and you're slowly sliding it right under your waterline. And there we go. There, we got a nice dynamic look going. Okay, I am done with the eyeshadow now. Actually, no. I'm going to take my pinky finger, and I'm just going to use this white sparkly and just put it on the inner corner of my eye. I always keep my eye open when I do this, just so I can get it right in that inner corner. Blend it out with your fingers. Perfect. Right in the inner corner. Let it out. And then you just have a little bit more of a snatch look. Okay. Next, I am actually going to do the eyebrows. So before I do eyeliner, I like to do my eyebrows. So I got this LA Colors brow pencil in the color, does not say what color it is, so, but it's like a brown. It's like a taupey brown. So I'm just going to warm it up in my hand, and then I'm going to go in with the brows. I'm just going to slide it over the bottom of my brows first. You're just going to do it on the bottom. Then you're going to go up a little bit, almost like you're making tiny baby hairs, but since it's like a big one, you're just going to pull it upward. Ooh, I actually really like this color. Like, it's a really good color. It like matches my eyebrows almost perfectly. Okay, now I'm just going to do the other eye. Remember, you're going to do it on the bottom line, and you are just going to do it on the bottom, and then you're going to take it, almost like you're doing baby hairs, and you are going to go up until you get to the end part, then you're going to drag it down again. Okay, and now I'm just going to use the little spoolie on the end. I love it when eyebrow pencils have spoolies, and you're just going to brush it upward. Both eyebrows, brush them upward so you look like a monster. And then you are just going to blend it downward. You know, just get right in there. Make sure you get the corners really snatched looking. Brush it downward. And then you're going to get the corners really snatched looking. Molding them to what you like. I always like this eyebrow better just because it goes down further. I accidentally got this one waxed before, you know, COVID hit, and it got a little bit shorter, so they're a little bit, they're not twins, they're distant cousins. And then you're just gonna go up, and you're gonna go in the very front, go up, up, and then you're just gonna do a little bit of sculpting. I like when my eyebrows look a little bit of feathered in the top. So there we go. And the cool thing about spoolies, you can also take these baby hairs and just spoolie it this way if they're really annoying you, and then it gets stuck in your hair, but it's okay. And then just if they're annoying you, move them out of the way. Okay. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do my powder. Now, I got this LA Colors Mineral Pressed Powder in the color Light Ivory, and luckily it does come with a little powder thing. It has a little powder thing, so I'm just going to put the powder all over my face to get my face powdered up. So let's just do that, and then powder. Ooh, that's a lot of powder. Okay, so I'm just going to put the powder all over my face. I know a lot of people like to bake and do this. I don't really bake ever, just because like my skin is naturally oily, but the foundations I normally pick are a little bit mattifying, so I don't really bake. I just put the powder all over my face to make sure that my makeup will stick. And here's a trick. I always put the powder a little bit on top of my eyebrows, because it just kind of blends the natural colors together. And just like a little bit on top of the eyebrows, and then I'm just going to put a little bit, tiny bit, just a tiny bit of powder on top of my eyeshadow, and then on the bottom part, you're just going to go upward and just do it right there, just to make sure you don't get any black smearing, but you do get a little bit of powder on the under eyes, so it really sets them. Cool, that was a good powder. It definitely, I don't know if I'd use it again, just because it kind of like goes everywhere. And I like powders that usually stay in their pan a little bit better. See like how it kind of just went everywhere possible. It's all over my table now, so I'm probably not going to use this one again, but I would recommend it if you're just looking for like a nice powder, because it did powder my face really well. Oh, I forgot it. I'm just going to take the excess, and I'm just going to powder my ear and the bottom of my neck. Just the excess. I don't put extra powder on it, because I just want it to blend. Okay, now I am going to take, let's see, which one do I want to do next? I want to do eyeliner. So I'm going to take this eyeliner pencil, LA Colors, and this is just a simple black eyelining pencil. And I'm going to go on my waterline on the bottom, and I'm just going to blend it in. Just simple, one hook, all done. Back and forth motions on the waterline. Really get it to blend in. And then I am all done. I like to just do the bottom of my waterline. Should I do? Well, because I did a blue look, I think I'm going to do the top too. So I'm just going to do the top on the outer skirts right here. I don't even lift up my eye. I just kind of get it right there, like, you know, maybe half an inch right there. And it just works really well. there we go. 1/2 inch, all done. And it kind of brings out that dynamic look, snatch look. I like to go. And then I'm going to put a little bit of lipstick on. I got this matte lipstick, LA Colors, in the shade Torrid. Ooh, I love Torrid, the shop. You know, it's a nice purpley look, so I'm really looking for it. It's like grape. And I love the LA Colors lipsticks just because they have this nice point, so it really helps it out. I already put Vaseline on my lips like I always do, and I'm just gonna smooth this one out. I'm just gonna drag it and press it in. And press, 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 press. And then I'm going to use my finger, and I'm just going to blend it into my lips. I don't like a lot of lipstick, I just like a little bit of color, so I like to blend it in. And we're done. Look, we got this. Oh, I almost forgot mascara. Okay, I got this Wet n Wild Mega Volume Mascara. It is like pinky purple, so I'm really loving it. If you guys can see, it's pinky purple. And then I got the color black. So I'm just going to take the mascara, and we are going to go up. I always start on the ends, and I work upward, and I work back out. So you start on the ends, because you really want those ends to shine, go in, and then go back out, and really highlight the ends of your eyelashes. And then I'm going to take this just throwaway spoolie, disposable spoolie, and I'm just going to push it more upward, my mascara, and then I'm going to do the bottom lashes. I don't like to do the bottom lashes with black just because I usually mess it up right here. So by taking a disposable spoolie, it gets them brushed out, but it also makes them look a little bit good because it has a little bit of excess black from pushing them upward. And then that is it. That is a finished makeup look. So let's put on some setting spray. Now I couldn't find a setting spray at the store, so I'm just going to use my, cult favorite Urban Decay Chill Setting Spray. I'm just going to do 4 spreads. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe 2 more. 1, 2. Really work it in. I can go all over. And that is the finished makeup look. This is, oh, let me take my hair down. That is the finished makeup look, guys. Just a simple Family Dollar makeup look. I liked all these products, so now it's time for which products I'm going to keep, which products I'm not going to keep. I'm not going to keep the brushes just because, I have a lot of brushes and I don't really need them. So all of this stuff that I don't use, I usually donate to my sister, so she loves it. Beauty blender is a little bit too hard for my taste. I like a good Real Techniques beauty blender, so this is not going to happen. Also, never share your beauty blenders, just because you can wash them, but, brushes are easier to wash than beauty blenders, so don't share your beauty blenders, please. Just bacteria, it's not a great idea. The concealer, I'm definitely not going to keep just because it's a little bit too sheen for me, but the foundation is a yes. I'm definitely keeping the foundation. I love it. It's so good. It works. It's definitely good for at work foundation because, at work I like to wear foundation, but I don't like to wear some that's so expensive because, the kids are not going to be like, oh, I love your foundation. So I work with kids, by the way. I'm a childcare teacher. So that one's definitely keeping. The blush I'm definitely keeping because my sister needs blush, and this one is really good. It's a little bit strong, so I'll have to warn her about that, but it's good. Sorry guys, something stuck in my throat. Eyeliner pencil, keeping. The LA Colors, always keep these ones. They're really good colors. They work. They have a little point. They're awesome. Mascara, definitely gifting to my sister. She has tons of mascaras and loves every single one of them. The powder, I would keep, but I have a lot of powders, and I don't need another one, so I'm going to say no to the powder. The LA Colors eyeshadow palette, I'm actually going to keep this one just because I really do like the blue and the way it turned out, so I really want to keep this one just for that blue. The brow pencil, keeping, love the color, so great. And finally, the illuminating palette highlighter, definitely keeping. So, with that being said, I kept everything except I'm going to donate some of this to my sister. I always let her have first pick since I have a lot of makeup. So, without further ado, that is the end of the makeup look. I hope you guys had fun. I had fun. Thank you. See you next time. Please like and subscribe. Bye!